Hi everybody, welcome back. It's episode 4. Thank you for tuning in again this week. Last weekend, while we were all gearing up for the Chiefs game that did not go the right way, MoDOT had some big news that kind of flew under the radar. And so this week we have the Chief Engineer of the Missouri Department of Transportation joining us, Mr. Ed Hassinger. Thank you for being here.
Hey, it's great to be here.
So I wanted to talk just a little bit about the new ONeil Bridge. This has been a project that we've been discussing in Kansas City and here in the state of Missouri for quite some time. What happened this past weekend with the commission and where are we at this point?
Yeah, we are thrilled to announce that our commission approved a design build contractor to actually do the construction on the ONeil Bridge. And that's been a long time coming. This is one of the most complicated projects we've undertaken for many years. And that's really just because of its location. We're dealing with the railroad, we're dealing with the Corps of Engineers, we're dealing with an urban area and an airport all within, stone's throw of the bridge. So the team was given goals that we want to achieve, us along with our partner in this. And I want to point out that this project would not be possible without the funding support from the City of Kansas City, the Mid-America Regional Council. This has really been as complicated to put together on the funding side as it has been on the engineering side. So we've been working really hard over the last several years to make all that come together. And that's the culmination of a lot of work. And now this design build proposal that's been submitted and approved by the commission will allow us to start construction. And that's really exciting for us.
So a big part of this project is not just the actual bridge itself, it's where it intersects with Interstate 35 and 169, Broadway, I-70. Like you said, you have to deal with the Wheeler Downtown Airport, the railroad bridge that runs next to the existing structure, historic buildings, the levee along the Missouri River, and put all those into place. So we are very grateful to have a team of engineers that can figure all that out and to make this project better for us. Tell us about how it's going to make life better for Kansas Cityans, both north and south of the river, once this project is completed and we have these new connections. How's traffic going to be better for Kansas Cityans?
Yeah, as part of the project, the big issue that we were dealing with was we have an old river bridge that was in big disrepair and really needed to be replaced. So we're going to get a brand new bridge with 100 years of life and a reliable river crossing. But in addition to that, one of the biggest things that are going to be achieved is a direct connection from 169 to I-35. As you remember, you had to go down into the city, take a right turn, get onto I-35. So that connection is going to be greatly improved. But also the connections off of 169 into the city will also be improved in part of this project, as well as the work that's being done north of the river to make that connection to the downtown airport better. So we're getting direct connections to I-35, better connections into the city, safer and better intersection up there at the airport. In addition to some enhancements, the city was very interested in making sure things look good. And also we're going to get a shared use path across the bridge that will connect down into the city street network. So
tell us what that means, a shared use path.
Basically a pedestrian bicycle crossing on the bridge that's separated from traffic, and then we'll come down onto the city street network on the south side and then connect up by the airport on the north side. So, and then all those things will be enhanced with decorative railing, lighting, and so it'll look nice as well as function great.
That's fantastic. So I really appreciate that bike and walking path. I think we've all crossed the ONeil Bridge and seen people trying to walk across it in the middle, and it's very dangerous. But this is going to open it up, really connect the Northland with downtown, allow pedestrian and bike traffic. So that's going to be fantastic. The design team that MoDOT, that the commission approved, is an all Kansas City team. And that is really exciting. That it's going to keep that revenue local, keep our own citizens working and in business. So that's great. When will Kansas Cityans start seeing action along the bridge? When will we start seeing construction? What kind of delays can people expect? And when do we think the project will be completed?
Yeah, so we did this as a competitive process. We call it our design build process, where one team actually does the design and the construction of the project. That really shortens timeframes. It makes sure that we collaborate and we get the best, I think, innovation to get the best projects. So the team from Kansas City is Massman Construction, Clarkson Construction, along with HNTB Engineering. We have a track record with them. They are a quality team that is going to be able to deliver the project. I think that you will first start to see design work, and that really won't show up on the ground. But I think very quickly, as the weather improves, you'll start seeing work in the river. The first place they normally will start will be working in the river to get the piers built. Sure. So they can start the bridge. So probably initially not a lot of very visible things. But as the weather gets warmer, I think they will move fast, and you're going to start seeing activity. The completion of this project is December of 2024.
Okay.
So it is a fairly big project. It's $219 million to the contractor team. So they got a lot of work to do. I think the only thing that I would say maybe is not as positive is it's going to take some inconvenience to get the outcome that everybody wants, and that's going to come in the terms of we're going to have to close some of the roads around there for fairly long periods of time to get the work done. And what that's going to look like is the team is committed to keeping northbound 169 open during the entire project, but southbound will be closed for a pretty extended period of time. And then we're also going to get the bridges replaced that are aging on the loop. So basically the I-70 loop bridges. So there'll be some closures on the loop. I think the good news is this team is also the team that worked on the rehab of the existing Buck ONeil Bridge. And so they know the detours that need to be put in place. And I think that's the value of a local team that understands kind of the local, patterns and stuff.
Absolutely.
So they will work as hard as they can to reduce the amount of impact to the citizens during construction. But there's gonna be some. To do this kind of project, you just have to do that.
Absolutely. I think everybody understands that. I think we all get frustrated when, we have to close lanes. The alternative was, I believe, to close the Buck ONeil Bridge for an extended period of time, just to extend its life a few more years. So I just want to say thank you to MoDOT. You all worked very hard to make this possible. I know there were several designs that were proposed. The commission selected the one that is the best fit for Kansas City. Thank you for all that you do with the limited resources that we provide the department. You all have a big job, whether it's designing bridges, making sure with the weather we've had recently that our roads are clear and safe to travel. So we appreciate all the work that MoDOT does, and we look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to thank Mr. Hassinger again for joining us to talk about the Buck ONeil Bridge. Down in the comments, we're going to add a link to where you can find out more information, see a video of what the final project will look like. One last thing this week, I've been appointed to several new joint committees. I wanted to let you know about that. The joint committees on agriculture, government accountability, transportation oversight, and I'm very pleased to be on a special task force on substance abuse prevention and treatment. We're going to be back next week with some more information of things that are happening here in the Capitol. I hope you'll tune in then. Everybody stay warm this weekend. Thank you very much.